punk revolution, girl. Got a PBR. PBR. I know a lot of my YouTube subscribers are young and don't know beer, but let me tell you, this is the beer you want to buy if you're a music critic. So you'll understand when you're older. Today we're going to be reviewing Oneohtrix Point Never. Oneohtrix Point Never, if you don't know, you should check out his fucking discography, because not only has he gone down as one of the best electronic musicians in the past decade, I think he's kind of like gonna be going down as like one of the best electronic musicians ever. He's got a freaking stellar discography, from his just magical mindfuck of a glitchy ambient fucko album Replica to everything onwards, even from freaking doing the soundtrack to Uncut Gems, Phantasmo movie, another movie you should check out. Besides Joker, which came out last year as well. But Joker is better. Now let's go ahead and let me get out. Let's go start living around. Let's start by taking a look at the album cover. I'm done with this crap. This album cover is sort of like an optical illusion. It kind of fucks with your eyes when you look at it. And honestly, like when I look at it, I get the impression that it kind of looks like it's not like a perfect square. Like it's kind of like ding, something like that, like it's sucked in the middle. I mean, obviously the one connection that comes to mind here is the Merriweather Post Pavilion album cover from Animal Collective, a psychedelic album cover that fucks with your eyes. Cool stuff. Kind of psychedelic. Kind of looks like someone came on top of it there. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Let's talk about the music. To go along with this trippy album artwork is of course going to be music that gets pretty fucking trippy and pretty damn psychedelic. Oneohtrix Point Never was inspired by this idea of a psychedelic radio, where it was going to be like, you know, you're flipping through all the radio channels and you're hearing something different on every channel, and it's all very trippy and weird. Sometimes you hear stuff like people talking, you can't make out what they're saying, and other times you hear these kind of weird electronic sounds. This album feels like a shrooms trip that's like, whoa man, all this weird stuff, what are you doing? It's like, are you in nature talking to God, or are you having a radio? I don't know. And honestly, the first time I listened to this album, I didn't like it at all. After re-listening to it, I actually now have realized there's actually a lot of stuff I really do like about this album, but there's also a lot of stuff I actually really do not like about this album. It took me a while to kind of figure out what was going on. I had mixed emotions about it. I got it all figured out. So let me start by telling you what I do like about it. When Oneohtrix Point Never is in the zone, he is able to execute this concept of a psychedelic radio really fucking well. He's able to like tap into some of like earlier Oneohtrix Point Never discography, like the way Imago and Wave Idea utilize repetition in a sort of glitchy and moody and emotional and of course trippy way certainly reminds me a lot of Replica, which is, in my opinion, Oneohtrix Point Never's best album. The way these songs often also include like a tinge of vaporwave influence reminds me of Uncut Gems, which was Oneohtrix Point Never's album back from 2010 that was one of the first vaporwave albums ever. It played a huge role in inspiring the genre, really cool stuff. And he's combining sounds from what I consider the golden age of Oneohtrix Point Never with this really cool like 70s space age pop progressive electronic mood that's really euphoric and nostalgic. Have you listened to that Mort Garson album, Mother Earth's Plantasia? If not, you should check it out. It's a really cool electronic album from the 70s that's just super warm and nostalgic. Feels like you're kind of like laying out in the grass in the sun. It's a beautiful day. It's like it's wonderful. So it's really cool to see him blend together this cool shit from like earlier in his discography with this like cool 70s psychedelic chill space age pop vibe. And if that was the whole album, I would have been really thrilled. But unfortunately, there are a number of songs on this album that are like actual songs, like not just like abstract ambient trippy songs that go with this like trippy radio concept, like actual songs with like drums and vocals and like feel a little bit like mediocre, maybe like Alex G or like Tame Impala songs that just feel so tiring and like, oh, like it's just like such a bummer. Like I understand you gotta throw some poppier songs in there to please the plebes, but the plebes are fucking ruining everything with this fucking garbage. Like the vocals he's putting in here, like I get it, a lot of people can't listen to music without vocals, but the vocals he's putting in here, he's literally warping in a way you can't even understand what they're saying. It's like it's like a trendy ass bullshit. Like this is like full of trendy sounds. So now you have like these lazy indie pop instrumentals with these really boring drum sounds and really boring synths coming together with It's like pitchy over the song, and it's like, okay, I get it. This is gonna sell more, but you ruined your fucking radio concept with putting the fucking Weekend in there and all this fucking stupid shit. And it's such a bummer. This is what the music industry is doing. Oneohtrix Point Never gets famous, does the fucking Uncut Gems soundtrack. You know, it's great, it's cool, whatever, works with the Weekend, it's all cool. But then all these fucking idiots come running over, and now Oneohtrix Point Never has to please the trendy noobs with the throwing in the little pop songs in there. And that's my analysis. It brings the album down a lot. And I think a lot of people are gonna really hate this album. A lot of people are gonna love it. A lot of people are gonna hate it. In my opinion, it's a mixed bag of really great stuff with really shit stuff. I'm giving this a 6.8 out of 10. Wait 1 second, let me show you something. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We're gonna have a fucking punk revolution to make sure poppy garbage stays the fuck out of our experimental albums. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna take the whole system down. Thank you to everyone commenting, and subscribing. My channel is growing very fast because of your help. It's amazing. That's all I gotta say. Fuck the system. Punk revolution now.